And welcome into Skyridge High School for Lone Peak Girls Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. Dusty Lister, so glad to have you along beside us as we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. There's a doubleheader here of Lone Peak basketball here at Skyridge. As tonight, Lone Peak 10-3 on the season, going to take on Skyridge, also 10-3 on the year. And our first chance to see Skyridge and some players that we've really enjoyed watching the last couple of years, including Cambry Blackham, averaging 18 points per game. She's been absolutely outstanding. Just a junior, and she'll be back. And also Bella Sika, a young sophomore who's averaging 8.4 points per game. So I thought a big game tonight. Also look out for Shea Toole, number 2. Second year starting for Shea. She too a junior for Coach Shaylee Nielsen in her second year as the head coach at Skyridge. And of course, Lone Peak, led by Coach Nancy Warner, reigning 6A champs, had an outstanding year. Yet to lose to a team from the state of Utah. As their only loss is coming in their national schedule. And be fun to watch Kaylee Wilson coming off her 38-point performance on Friday night. And how she responds tonight. Is Kaylee Wilson averaging well over 25 points per game. So Bartholomew going to jump it with Donna Perkins. It's going to be controlled. And here's Kaylee Wilson right off the tip. And 2-0 Lone Peak. So a chance to see this Skyridge offense. Abby Hymas sent over to Shea Toole. Lone Peak took the season series 3-0 last year. As Tana Vossner came in with the steal. Hymas over to Blackham, out to Perkins. Now Toole. Oh, Perkins terminates hands-off. Hymas 3 on the shot clock. Toole as it sounds. Off the mark, rebound taken by Oser, but the loose ball is stolen by Tanuvasa. Here comes Naya, leaves it to Shawnee Nordstrom. Pump the 3, now pulls, and short on it. Rebound, backside board to Bartholomew. Sends out Kaylee Wilson. She can't get it to go, and that's out of bounds off of Ella Oser. And we'll stay here with Lone Peak. How about those games a year ago? Skyridge batched up really, really well. Tried to slow things up, made it hard on Lone Peak. Well, to duplicate that kind of performance in their matchups this year. So up top to Michaela Ika. Ika to work off the screen from Bartholomew. Now into Sarah. Sarah with the size advantage and kicked off the back of the iron. No. Loose ball in the hands of Woolston. And now she is fouled along the baseline. And this foul will be charged to number 4, or probably number 2, that's on Shea Toole. Try to lob in, that's stolen by Blackham. Alley with Woolston on the chase. Blackham misses the layup and a rebound taken by Ika. Here comes McKaylee. Send to the corner, Shawnee pass it up, here's Tanuvasa. Naya now to Bartholomew, Sarah pump it, now pulls and hits. Quick 4-0 start here for Lone Peak. As Blackham dribbles into Woolston. Send that one in. Sir can't get that one to go and got it back on the loose ball. No call on the contact there from Sarah. Rebound to Tanuvasa. She traveled. So traveling violation. The ball will go back to Skyridge. As we dip just inside of 6 minutes left. And a steal to Naya. So Tanavasa with the steal. On the push, leaves it for Shawnee. Nordstrom. Back out to Ika. It was well read by Shea Toole, but she couldn't come away with it. Ika, 4-3. Michaela Ika, if she gets that 3 going, this makes Lone Peak even more dangerous. But it was a great read by Shea Toole. She thought Nordstrom would kick it back out. She did, just could not complete the defensive possession. On this end, hitting the deck is Ella Oser. And that should have been travel, right? Coming off her side. I need Courtney Littledyke, who's doing the the boys' game after this to come confirm whether or not give me the rule on that one. The checking in is Marcius Mealy. Could assume that Marcius Mealy, that is Atula Mealy's daughter. Atula Mealy, of course, the first-round draft pick. What was the first round? Early round draft pick of the Seattle Seahawks back in the day. Played in the Super Bowl 40, when the Seahawks were jobbed. And losing to the Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger is still yet to cross the goal line. Darrell Jackson scored a touchdown that was pulled off the board. Anyway, back to girls basketball. Abby Hymas send to the corner. Mealy for three and got it. Marcius Mealy, the young sophomore. There is so much young basketball talent in the state of Utah. There's now a steal off of the full court pressure. Also goes in and is fouled by Tanu Vasa. And that'll put Ella at the line for 2 free throws. As that'll be the first team foul on Lone Peak. So number 1 on Naya. As Ella hits the first. And goes 1 of 2 from the stripe as Tanuvasa sends over to Ika. McKaylee breaks the press to Woolston. Kaylee backs things out. Naya on the drive. It parts. Misses the layup board there for Bartholomew. Sarah fouled on the putback. Going to be Sarah Bartholomew going to the line for 2 free throws. As the foul will be charged to Abby Hymas. Her first, team second. And going to the line is Sarah Bartholomew. Sarah, also a junior. The miss is on the first. Come back on for Skyridge is Danya Perkins. And Bartholomew goes 0 of 2, but Woolston with the board sends out to Nordstrom. Shawnee, pirouette in the lane, and a ball slapped away by Shea Toole. Good hands there by Shea, and we'll stay here with Lone Peak. And Sarah off the inbound, no. Woolston with another board. Kaylee, fall away, won't go. Good block out. They're boxed out there by Danya Perkins. And back down the floor we go with Skyridge. Kennedy Woolston going to check in at the next dead ball. Coach Warner wanted a 5-second closely guarded, didn't get it. That ball is thrown away, looking for Perkins, picked up by Woolston. Kaylee to Ika. Tanuvasa sends out Shawnee Nordstrom. 4-3. Her feet were set. And when she's waiting on that ball, you can count on it going in for number 3. So 10-4, the lead for Lone Peak here early on. 3:40 rolling in the first quarter. Send to the corner to Blackham. Cambry's yet to put up a shot as she is blocked away on that take. Thought she'd get the call and did not. As we'll stay with Skyridge along the baseline. Of course, call this the Battle of Timpanogos Highway. These schools just separated by a new highway here in Lehigh. It runs all the way into the canyon. Now, just got into Shea Toole. Shea terminates. Gives it up to Hymas. Blackham faces up on Tanuvasa, steps through and scores. Canby Blackham. Of course, her sister was a star here at Skyridge. As Kennedy sends it over to Ika. McKaylee pumped the 3, pulls on the baseline. No, and rebound to Blackham. Canby on the push. Perkins for 3, short. And rebound to Tanuvasa. Shawnee to the corner. Kennedy Woolston for three. Off the backboard. Got it back. I thought that maybe about bounds. It was not. Here comes Mealy. Well, they'll reset things up top of Blackham. 2.5 left in the opening frame. Blackham drives on Ika, and they'll get McKaylee with the block. That is the second team foul, first personal foul on McKaylee Ika. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it as well. 2:24 left in the first quarter. You're watching Lone Peak Girls Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network.
For over 25 years, Salt Lake Running Company has helped people of all ages and levels find the gear they need to start their fitness journey. From a free custom shoe fit analysis to a premium assortment of footwear and workout essentials, SLRC is a top 10 run shop in America. Locally owned, locally operated at 5 locations along the Wasatch Front. SLRC is there to help you gear up and get out. Visit a store near you or shop online at slrc.com.
As always, the Rewind Sports Network presented by Heidemann and Associates. Go to utah.law to find the law office nearest you and get a free consultation. Just let them know that Rewind sent you. Again, it's Heidemann and Associates, a flat rate law firm that's getting your living will and trust set up, or unfortunate circumstance within your family or a business situation. Justin Heidemann will give you a rate, and that'll be your rate for your case as that ball's out of bounds, or no, rather a foul on Shawnee Nordstrom. That'll be the third team foul on Lone Peak. First on Shawnee. Blackham. Wow, super close to the 5 seconds. Got it in. Emily Larson checked in during the break. There's Shea Toole. Hands off to Mealy. Marcius Mealy terminates Ika right there with it. Couldn't pull it out. McKaylee with the block and goes out of bounds off of McKaylee. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Will stay with Skyridge. Blackham just got that in there to Larson. 15 on the shot. Out to Shea Toole. High post. Yeah, terminates, and we're going to have a reach-in foul there on McKaylee Ika, her second personal foul as the fourth team foul. As Naya Tanuvasa is going to come off the bench and will replace McKaylee. And inbound in, no one there, and that's going to be, out of bounds off of Skyridge. And, Lone Peak will inbound along the baseline here. BYU fans are all too aware of an inbound into the open court and the harm that can be done there. I say that because I am one. So is cameraman Austin. He's still suffering from that. As Woolston drives the base. No. Backside board there for Rich. She can't get it. And now Woolston comes in for the rebound. It'll be a loose ball foul. And this is going to be called. And that's called on Donya Perkins. First personal foul on Perkins. It is the third team foul. Quickly inbound in. Kennedy Woolston. Easy 2. And a lead to 6. Blackham with a series of moves wide off the backboard. Perkins with the rebound, sends out. Larson. Oh, the shot clock reset. So we need to get the shot clock fixed. Is incorrectly reset to 35 seconds. Quite pick up where we were when that shot was off the mark. So shot clock will be set to 20. So Mealy and Blackham will come off the floor here. 1:10 left in the quarter. Hymas just got that in. And the shot won't go. Loose ball taken back by Skyridge. Sent out to Shea Toole for three. Short, and the rebound to Nordstrom. Shawnee ahead to Woolston. Kaylee sends out to Kennedy. Back to the corner. Kaylee Woolston for three. Talk about the hot shooting night from Friday night. And Kaylee, 5 points here in the first quarter. As Perkins drives on Bartholomew. Again, no call on the contact. Here comes Nordstrom. Shawnee to Naya Tanuvasa. Naya hangs. Wave off the bucket. That's a charge. Emily Larson was there. If we had a restricted area, it would be a block, but there is not a restricted area, and thus the charge called on Naya Tanuvasa. Shot clock turned off as we dip inside at 20 seconds. Perkins, wild on the shot, rebound to Tanuvasa. Naya, give it up to Woolston. Kaylee, transition three, no. 5 seconds here for Hymas. 3 seconds. 2 at the horn. And that'll do it for the first quarter. And at the end of one, it is Lone Peak 15, Skyridge 6. You're watching Lone Peak Girls Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. We'll start the second quarter. Dusty Lister with you. Lone Peak Girls Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. As always, brought to you by Western Governors University. Get a one-year MBA. Just go to wgu.edu to learn more. And, of course, Western Governors University, it's your degree at your own time and your own pace. Then get an MBA in 1 year. Get wgu.edu to learn more. Start of the second quarter at a 9-point advantage for Lone Peak. Kaylee Woolston out to a good start as it's Kennedy Woolston from the corner, and she's long on the three, the young freshman. Bartholomew tracks that down, sends out to Shawnee Nordstrom. She too short on the triple. Another rebound to Lone Peak, and Shawnee Nordstrom cuts down the lane and scores. Always moving. Shawnee does not, she doesn't just stand still and watch everything happen. Come back to this end, it's Blackham and Nordstrom. Larson from the corner, and she's fouled on the three here by Katie Lawrence. It'll be 3 free throws for Emily Larson. As Lawrence got inside the cylinder there. So a mistake there by Lawrence, fouling on the three. As in the line is Larson. Misses on the first one. Remind you, go check out our new videos this week. Dane Stewart and myself, as we go through the boys and girls, all the regions. Talk about pre-region play. The little basketball stuff, it's always a little bit dated because the season just keeps coming. But Dane and I play a little 4-question game beginning of the video. Make sure we talk about everybody, but a lot of fun. Go watch KSL Sports Rewind on KSLSports.com as Larson goes 1 of 3 from the stripe. And back down the floor we go with Lone Peak as Woolston sends that to Kaylee. Katie Lawrence from the corner as she's short. Gets her own rebound. Saved in to Kennedy Woolston. Sarah Bartholomew sends out to Kaylee. And Kaylee Woolston will cross court. Kennedy Woolston from the angle. 4-3. Young freshman Kennedy Woolston picked up her first 2 Division I offers last week. BYU offered, then followed by UVU. And it's now 20-7 Lone Peak. And is on the drive, can't get it to go. Rebound taken by Woolston. Kennedy leaves it for Kaylee. Kaylee on the drive, got around the defender, no. Good defense there by Larson. Here comes Mealy. Mealy hit a 3 in the first quarter on the drive, cut off by Lawrence, and then slapped away by Katie Lawrence. Come back the other way. Defense could lead to offense as Woolston misses on the 3. So a missed chance there for Lone Peak. I believe we'll say that a whole lot tonight and throughout Region 4 play. As Blackham back things out on Nordstrom. And now Bartholomew straight up top. Here's Toole. Shea with 14 on the shot clock. Send to the corner. Larson back up top. 5 on the shot clock, and Larson is fouled, and it'll be 1-on-1 free throws as Lone Peak has gone into the bonus. So it'll be Larson going to the free throw line for the front end of 1-and-1. And a foul charge to Kaylee Wilson. Emily, it didn't want to go down, but it did. Hit every part of the rim and backboard. Just a soft touch. So got the front end. We'll have one more. And 2 of 2 on this trip. As Larson will come off in favor of Abby Hymas. So, as always, want to thank all of our crews. We got a bunch of games going on tonight. They're here with me tonight. Austin Bigelow on camera. Be sure to tell him great job with all the zooming that he's doing now. And then Kenzie Valentine running our system and the scoreboard. Make sure that clock's accurate as that ball stolen. Ella Oser leaves it for Hymas for 3. A welcome sign for Skyridge and a timeout to Coach Nancy Warner. 4:59 left in the half, and it's Lone Peak 20, Skyridge 12. You're watching Lone Peak girls basketball on the Rewind Sports Network, presented by Heidemann Associates, brought to you by Western Governors University. So out of the timeout. Welcome back in. Dusty Lister, as I mentioned, started to say, Kenzie Valentine running the system. AAA, almost adequate. Austin Bigelow on the camera. As Ika sends out to Nordstrom into the corner. Tanu Vasa off on the 3. The rebound tracked down by Hallie Blackham. I knew I was going to do it. Cambry Blackham. I knew I was going to do it sooner or later. One of my favorite memories was at the Huntsman Center, and Allie was giving me a hard time about missing free throws. It did make me feel bad. She was making a point to her coaches as that ball's loose, taken back by Skyridge. Hymas sends on to the corner. Blackham on the drive. Cambry all the way to the rim, right hand, and she's fouled on the take. Nearly got the +1. It'll be Cambry Blackham going to the line. There's a foul charge to believe Sarah Bartholomew. That'll be Sarah's first. That is the 8th team foul on Lone Peak. So the line is Cambry Blackham. There's free throws. A thing here in the first half. Gotta be careful.
And stage ball back in the game for Elliot Oster. Second shot.
Good to see Courtney Littledyke walking around before the game, getting warmed up. He likes to earn his shout-outs on Rewind. So, he's been near halfway through the second quarter. We dip under 4 minutes left. There's Tanu Vasa. Naya hands off to Woolston. Kennedy over to McKaylee Ika. Clock down to 10. Outside, Kaylee. Oh, lost her footing. Good defense by Blackham. 5 on the shot clock. McKaylee straight away. Off on the 3. Rebound. Tracked down by Hymas. And Hymas now on the push. Send to the corner. This is Butters. Back out, trailing. And now on the drive, Tanya Perkins hangs on a pivot. Yeah, get it to go. And rebound to Tanu Vasa now on the run with Ika. McKaylee. Lob it in to Kaylee Woolston. +1. The foul will be to Tanya Perkins. It'll be Kaylee Woolston going to the line looking for the 3-point play. Missed opportunity on one end. That's a 5-point swing, potentially anyway. Well, Kaylee Wilson is the national record holder for free throw percentage in a single season, 95%. Her career average at 94. That's why it was a safe assumption to be a three-point play as she does hit it. As Danya Perkins will come off the floor, that was her second personal foul. Outside with Toole. Shea fits that one inside. Beautiful pass. And it's Ulster with a bucket off the absolutely terrific pass there from Shea Toole. Shawnee Nordstrom on the drive. Shawnee to the rim. Oh, and it crawled off. The wide channel basketball failed her. Come back the other way. Hymas down the lane. Blocked away by Kaylee Woolston. And we'll stay here with the Falcons. Timeout taken by Coach Nancy Warner. 2:36 left in the half. You're watching Lone Peak Girls Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. Welcome back in, Dusty Litster. Kenzie Valentine and Austin Bigelow with you. Here from Skyridge, our doubleheader tonight, Lone Peak Basketball. As you get every night during Region 4, the doubleheader. And can I just applaud Region 4 for making the decision to put the girls' game at 6, the boys get bumped back to 7:30, but just makes life so much easier for everybody. As clock frozen here just for a couple of beats. So we'll sync it back up with our clock here just momentarily. As Michaela Ika, good defense, gets on the floor. Michaela can't come away with it. Ball will go back to Skyridge on the dual possession jump ball. So 2:22 left in the half. As Kinsey got that all sorted out. Oh, and the shot clock went out. Hymas didn't see it. I didn't call it out either. That's a miss from everybody in the gym, as there'll be a turnover on the shot clock violation. As Shawnee sends over to Tanu Vasa. Naya gonna pull for three, short. And rebound taken by El Oser. Blackham comes off the screen. Oh, nice find inside. Blocked away by Shawnee Nordstrom. Shawnee came out of nowhere for that block. Here comes Woolston. Kennedy drop it into Bartholomew. Sarah step through, blocked away by Oser. Good defense by Oser. As Mealy will come back on and Abby Hymas will come off. 1:29 left in the half. Back inside to Kaylee Woolston. Kaylee with another bucket here in the half. Goes quickly back down the floor to Mealy. Mealy contested by Bartholomew. Good D by Sarah. And the ball will go back to Lone Peak. The dip inside of the minute 10 left in the first half. Shawnee Nordstrom straight away for three. And her second three of the first half for Shawnee Nordstrom. Nordstrom clan just straight away from us here. As Blackham leaves that for Shea Toole. Inside of 50 seconds left in the half. Then a foul to Tanu Vasa. It'll be one-on-one free throws here for Ella Oser. As Kaylee Rich will come back on for Tanu Vasas. That's number 3 on Naya. She'll come off. And Oser misses the free throw, the front end. So back down the floor is Shawnee. Off the screen from Woolston, back over to Kaylee. Good close out there by Hymas. Kaylee on the drive, floated too strong. Rebound still loose. Mealy saves it in. Hymas, heads up play. Able to take that in and give it up, sitting on her keister. And down the floor we go with the Falcons. 20 seconds left. Shot clock's turned off. Up top of Blackham. Blackham comes off the screen. Try to send that one in. Blocked away by Bartholomew. Ahead to Nordstrom. Shawnee for 3. Got it. What a swing. Defense leads to the transition 3. Blackham at the horn. Oh, just off the mark. As we go to the break, it's a 16-point advantage for Lone Peak. Lone Peak 31. Skyridge 15. You're watching Lone Peak girls basketball on the Rewind Sports Network, presented by Heidemann. Yeah, welcome back in. Dusty Lister with you. Is going to thank Luke Fotheringham. Is a quick 2 there to Naya Tanuvasa with the bucket. But the boys' game coming up next. There's nice back cut there by Hymas, and can't get the layup to go. On the run now with Michaela Ika. Ika near side. Shawnee Nordstrom is going to draw the block. And a foul to Danya Perkins. Number 3 on Danya. And the first foul of the second half. Quickly in, Kaylee Woolston. Off on the triple and the rebound to Blackham. And Cambry sends it back out. Shea Toole off on the 3 and a rebound to Tanuvasa. Good pressure from on the defense. Come back the other way. Oser needs some help, and good hands there by Shawnee Nordstrom. Loose ball. Michaela Ika there to tie it up. Alternating possession will stay with Skyridge. Toole trapped, throws it to the middle of the floor, and Ulster going to draw the foul. Michaela Ika. That'll be number 3 on Michaela. So you're going to have 3 on Michaela, 3 on Tanuvasa, and then on Skyridge, you have the 3 personal fouls to Perkins. That is the second team foul on Lone Peak. There's a free throw good. There for Oser. And the second good from Oser. So Skyridge into a full court press. Showing 33-17 as Tanuvasa hands back to Kaylee Wilson. Fight inside to Bartholomew, and Sarah lays it up and in. Beautiful pass by Kaylee Wilson. Is up top of Shea Toole. There's Shea. Goes over to Danya Perkins. Danya on the drive. Good defense by Bartholomew. Toole. Wow, able to get that one through. No call in the contact before and after the ball. And stolen by Kaylee Woolston. This is NFL playoff kind of stuff right now. Is Nordstrom sends back up top to Tanuvasa. Lobbed into the corner. Kaylee back to Shawnee. Tanuvasa, extra pass. Kennedy Woolston off on the 3. Rebound to Kaylee. Shot clock was still rolling and stripped away by Skyridge. Blackham. Oh, that's a tough angle. And Cammy Blackham able to get that on the rim and get it down. As Sarah give it up to Woolston. Shawnee Nordstrom rimmed out the 3. Shea Toole. Send to the corner. Step through Oser, no. And Nordstrom on the rebound, on the run now, Woolston. Kaylee jumping from the free throw line and gets the bounce. So lead to 18 here for Lone Peak. Closest margin of victory in state is about 21 points. That was the game against Springfield a couple weeks ago as that ball goes out of bounds off of Sarah Bartholomew. Katie Lawrence going to check in for Naya Tanuvasa. And Emily Larson checks in for Skyridge as Abby Hymas will get a break. But don't worry, no media timeout. We don't have that until the semifinals. And then it's not on me. Danya Perkins hands back to Shea Toole. Shea on the drive, got inside of Bartholomew. Gets the bump and bucket. And Shea Toole will go to the line looking for the three-point play. Shea, as a sophomore, was outstanding and really has turned into a defensive player here in her junior year. As Blackham got going offensively. We haven't seen Bella Sika. I don't find out. We've had some sickness going around here in the area. And that's at least Bella Sika in leading scores according to stats reported. So the +1 there, 15-point game. Woolston goes near side to Ika. McKaylee gonna pull for 3. And it crawls off the rebound to Sarah Bartholomew. She can't get the putback to go. And the rebound taken by Skyridge. Oster comes away with the rebound, now down the floor with Camby Blackham. Cambry pulls for 3, just short, out of bounds off of Skyridge, and we'll go back to Lone Peak. 3:40 left in the third. As Kaylee Rich comes back on for Sarah Bartholomew. Outside Lawrence on the drive. Rich try to and does get it to Ika. A trap. McKaylee just gets it back. 10 on the shot clock. Lawrence, 9, gonna pull for 3. Short, and the rebound was loose, taken by Blackham. Here comes Cambry. Cambry down the lane, left hand up and in. Nice take. Get by Cambry Blackham, weaving through the defenders. Get all the way to the rim and finish. As we go inside of 3 minutes left in the quarter. A lot like last year. Skyridge making this a tough game against Lone Peak. Kaylee over to Lawrence. Lawrence hands off to Kennedy Woolston. Down Kaylee. And quiet in the third quarter. Kaylee, pirouette, float it, score it. So quick and sudden on that move, and now Ika going to pick up personal foul number 4. As that'll be the third team foul on Lone Peak, but number 4 on McKaylee Ika. And she's going to go to the bench, and they'll bring Nordstrom and Tanuvasa back on. But a full timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. 2:28 left in the third. You're watching Lone Peak girls basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. 2:28 left in the third quarter. And a 15-point lead for Lone Peak as Skyridge been able to hang around here. Get a couple plus ones and taking advantage of Lone Peak foul trouble as Danya Perkins thought she'd get a call and didn't. Here comes Lawrence. Sends out Tanuvasa for three. And Naya Tanuvasa with her first triple of the night. And the lead goes to 18. So back down the floor is Butters. Sends over to Shea Toole. Guarded by Shawnee Nordstrom. Two underclassmen. As Danya Perkins drives on Woolston. Terminates, sends back to Hymas. As Hymas sends out to Toole. 5 on the shot clock, 3 on the shot. Shea Toole leaves it for Perkins at the horn. Off the mark and the rebound still loose. Nordstrom couldn't come away with it. Toole does. Jump ball. Dual possession goes back to Lone Peak. For girls, they're just so different in the boys' game. The boys would be jawing at each other and getting after it. Nordstrom and Toole able to kind of just walk away and everything's good. So an 18-point advantage here for Lone Peak, as they have rarely played a fourth quarter. Only one fourth quarter in the state this year where they haven't had the running clock, as Nordstrom has that one stripped on the drive. Here comes Hymas. Sends into Butters. Butters lost the handle on the move. Kennedy Woolston had it for a moment, lost it, picked up by Lawrence. Here comes Shawnee. Tough pass into Woolston. Kaylee backs it out. Lawrence hands back to Nordstrom. Shawnee for three. Got it. I believe Shawnee's fourth three-pointer of the night, unofficially. There's a shot clock and game clock about a second difference. I actually think he could be shut off. So now we'll have a foul. That'll be the fourth team foul on Lone Peak. The shot clock will come off, but probably should have been done before. That's quite the optical illusion, trying to figure out which one was clicking before the other. As Hymas sends that one in. Tough shot for Oser. Rebound to Bartholomew. Now Katie Lawrence. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Oh, Sarah couldn't handle that pass. And the jump ball with 6 seconds left. If I'm Skyridge, it's like, do we have an option just to go to the quarter? Because now they're going to lose the ball at the beginning of the fourth quarter. 0.6 of a second left. Got the heave at full court. So that'll do it for the third. We go to the fourth quarter, and it's Lone Peak leading 45-24. You are watching Lone Peak Girls Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. Start of the fourth quarter, Dusty Lister with you. As always, the Rewind Sports Network, presented by Heidemann Associates. Go to utah.law to find the law office nearest you. And as we always share, if you can't make it into one of the offices, get a hold of Justin and he'll do a virtual call with you and get a free consultation. Just let him know that Rewind sent you. Heidemann and Associates, proud sponsor of KSL Sports Rewind. So start of the fourth quarter, and the clock will be stopping as normal. As they send out the three from Nordstrom. Shawnee with another one. Unofficially with 5 threes for Shawnee Nordstrom. And a steal to Sarah Bartholomew. Blackham gave chase, and Sarah lays it up and in. And the lead to 26. And I only share it just for the note of sharing it. If the lead gets to 35 points, The clock will run continuously through the quarter until Skyridge, I believe, gets it within 21. As that ball thrown away by Larson. And we'll go back to Lone Peak. Norsham goes to Ika. McKaylee playing with 4 fouls. And a block. And that's going to be number 4 on Danya Perkins. And did they call it on the shot? They did. They said, yes, she was in her habitual shooting motion. And the first good by Ika. A quiet night offensively for McKaylee. As she back rims the second. Bartholomew with the board. Sarah back up. No, and the rebound cleared by Danya Perkins. And Cambry Blackham. Nice job by Tanuvasa staying in front. Blackham tries to send it in. Tanuvasa got her hands on it and comes away with it. And now on the run. Sends it ahead to Kaylee Woolston. And Kaylee lays it in. Great work there by Tanuvasa, who now picks up the personal foul. It'll be team foul number 5. But all the hard work done by Tanuvasa and the finish there by Woolston. There's a lead now, 29. And timeout to Coach Nielsen. 6:32 left in the 4th. So out of the timeout, let's see where Skyridge makes some changes. Again, 6 points from Lone Peak if it's unanswered. Then the clock will start to run, and will run throughout the 4th quarter. As Tanuvasa has that one slapped away by Blackham, but will stay here with the Knights. 6:13 left in the 4th, and a 29-point game. Good to see Coach Bob Stevens in the stands. He was down in St. George receiving the Coach of the Year award for Coach Lehman. As that one won't go for Nordstrom, and that won't go either for Sarah Bartholomew. And my running joke between every basketball game is the wide channel basketball fails them. That was 3/4 of the way down, and that wide channel caught the rim and popped out. But Coach John Lehman named the 6A Gridiron Coach Association Coach of the Year. So congratulations to Coach Lehman as the Falcons brought home their first football state championship in school history. It's a short history. Is on the drive and make is Ella Oser. We're good to see Coach Stevens was a center at BYU for Ty Detmer. Played a cup of coffee with the Green Bay Packers before hurting his ankle golfing. As Tanuvasa hits the 3. But I see him chatted up with new head coach Justin Hem. Danya Perkins gets down the lane. Bartholomew with the contest. And going to send ahead here to Shawnee Nordstrom. Nordstrom with the defender on her hip and got it to go. Nicely done by Shawnee Nordstrom as Oser was given chase. And a lead now to 32. Blackham working on Nordstrom. Free throw line, Jay, no. Rebound taken by Ika. Oh, big screen from Bartholomew. Nordstrom, long on the triple, saved in, no. Tanuvasa going to get there, but quite the screen there from Sarah Bartholomew. As Haim is still slow to get up. There's 2 parts to that. One, I thought Sarah was set. She can put the big screen on as long as she's set. Secondly, your teammates need to call it out. And thirdly, when you're not expecting it, it hurts a whole lot more. But timeout on the floor. We'll just step aside real quick, and we'll be right back. You're watching Lone Peak girls basketball. So Hymas comes off the floor. As that was a big screen, but I think more so caught her off guard. It's like a crackback block in football. As Blackham sends back up top to Shea Toole. Oser. And a near steal there to Nordstrom, but Shawnee will pick up the foul. It'll be team foul number 6. So it'll be free throws for the remaining 4:22 here for Skyridge. Oser was looking inside to Blackham. Sends it out to Cambry. Cambry working on Woolston. Nice drive, and then the whistle. Kept Kaylee off balance, draws the foul, go to the line for 2 with 4:06 left in the fourth quarter. Got the line is Blackham. Got the first. And hits them both. 4:06 left in the fourth. There's full court pressure on here from Skyridge. Ika got to get it across. Does to Woolston. Kaylee to Nordstrom. That's off the leg, and we'll stay here with Lone Peak with 3:52 left. Trigger into Rich. Hands back to Nordstrom. Shawnee to Woolston. Kaylee out to Nordstrom for 3. Johnny off on the triple. Rebound to Kaylee. One of the more underrated parts of her game is her rebounding. As Ika can't get the teardrop to go. Another board to Woolston as Ika lays it in. The 3 won't go to Blackham. Quickly down the floor, here's Nordstrom. Shawnee to Ika. Pump the 3 on the drive. McKaylee got it. Shea Toole steps through and gets the bucket. Just for a moment, McKaylee Ika thought she had fouled out of the game, but Toole able to finish it, no whistle. And game back to 32-point separation. Ika to Rich, back out. Kennedy, cross court, Nordstrom. Kaylee Woolston from the corner and hits. Timeout to Coach Warner with 2.5 left in the fourth quarter. A substitution timeout. We're going to stay here. Is just a quick timeout for substitutions? No, they're going to take a break. We'll do 2:30 left. We'll be right back. 2.5 left in the fourth quarter. Dusty Lister with you. Again, the boys basketball game will coming up next right here on the Rewind Sports Network. I always want to thank Austin Bigelow and Kenzie Valentine for their help on the production tonight. But we'll be right back at 7:30. Well, we'll see how much time they put on the clock if this game ends. Boys game was set for 7:30. But it'll be a continuous clock here for the final 2.5. They send back up top to Jada Smith. And a 3 from Lillian Meyer. As Meyer knocks down the 3. Young sophomore. Is on the drive is Kennedy Woolston. Sends back up top to Kaylee Rich. And Rich is fouled on the drive. I thought the clock should be running here. It was a 35-point game. Yeah, one of the officials caught it. We should be around a minute left. The clock stopped at 1:51, but it should be a continually running clock here in the quarter. So we'll see where they put this. I'll probably put it at 120. If I had, no, not doing anything. They talked about it. They left it there. So here we go. Lawrence along the baseline. Sends back out to Rich. Kaylee hands back to Kennedy Woolston. Lips out the triple. Eaton going to draw the foul.
That was number 5, Maggie, the Knights' first personal. And that brings first Skyridge Peyton Newbold to the line, shooting one.
So Newbold will walk down the other end of the floor for free throws. And Peyton knocks down the first. I'm going to guess her parents are Sean Payton fans and not Peyton Manning fans, because it's Payton. The spelling of Sean Payton. So maybe they're New Orleans Saints fans. Misses on the second. Eaton sends back up top to Woolston, near side to Lawrence. Kennedy now to Eaton, will pull, long range 2, won't go, and the rebound taken down by Smith. And back down the floor we go with Skyridge. Lob that one in to Plew, and Plew scores. Nice entry pass, and Plew able to complete it. As we go inside of 1 minute left here in the fourth quarter. Again, the boys' game will be starting shortly after this one ends. We'll have a quick break, and then we'll come back. The stream will come right back up as we drop that in to Kaylee Rich. Pope knocks down the free throw line jumper. Inside of 40 seconds to go here in the fourth. As the gym starting to fill up here. Come off the screen, Jada Smith. Hands back to Meyer. Plew. Back to Meyer, 10 on the shot clock, 15 on the game. Little ball loose, taken by Rich. Now Katie Lawrence and Coach Warner puts her hands up and says that's all. And a good showing here by Skyridge kept this game close. But Shawnee Nordstrom shot extremely well from deep. And the defensive effort from Lone Peak is consistently there every night. And our final score, Lone Peak 67, Skyridge 36. Our Heidemann Associates player of the game, I'm going to go with Shawnee Nordstrom. Shot the ball extremely well, leading the way here for Lone Peak and leading all scorers. Again, for Austin Bigelow and Kenzie Valentine, I'm Dusty Lister. Thanks for joining us for watching Lone Peak Girls Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. Stay tuned for the boys game coming up next right here on KSLSports.com.